You said the three-point game is fool's gold. That's when your team was really sizzling with the net. Your stat sheet kind of helps your argument, 0 for 15.
Well, that wasn't an argument, but
your statement. Is this as satisfying of a clincher of a Big 12 title as you ever had?
I think the only game that would compare to it when you play this poorly and get dominated like we were and still find a way to win when you don't have anything going, you lose, your best player, and you got another starter sitting out, and you got a lot of different things going on. Missouri game here would rival it, obviously, because we were down, I think, 19 in the second half, and I think we were down 18 in the second half today, if I'm not mistaken. So, it was a great. We didn't have anything going. I mean, we played flat. I don't know. Flat's probably not the right word, but we didn't play with we played tight or something. It didn't seem to have the bounce, and they played extremely hard and were good. And we handled the ball so poorly early, and key players didn't play as well. And Perry had the flu, and so he didn't practice yesterday. So he played. He wasn't himself even when he's out there. So we just kind of had to try to splice it together, but somehow guys found a way.
Bill, when you look at the power leagues, the longest streak for any of those teams on this run has been 3. Do you ever look at that and try to put this in perspective? I mean, how crazy this run has been to win 11 in a row?
I don't think of it like that, but I think the thing that I get a little upset with, and of course it's not worth getting upset over, but a little perturbed is a lot of people downplaying our league because the league can't be that good if one team has won this many in a row, and that's not true. Our league is terrific, and the RPI proves it. I actually called the RPI people today, and because I don't know how the BPI wasn't in existence back then and everything, so I called RPI today and I said, can you just tell us where our league ranked over the last 12 years and since we've been here, and where our strength of schedule was and all that stuff, and it's I think it figured out about 3.1 or 3.2 per year, which is pretty good. I mean, I don't know who would rank out to be the best league, but I would say if you add them together and divide them by 12, I'd say 3.1 or 3.2 would be probably the first or second best, be right there. So I'm real proud of it, and the thing about it is we know postseason means more than regular season, but you don't play for 4 months or 5 months just to play for the NCAA tournament. Nobody does that. I mean, you play for your season, and then of course after your season's complete, then you play for the tournament. And our third season's getting ready to start here pretty soon, but during the teeth of our season, over a grind, I can't tell you how proud I am of our guys for how they competed in the toughest the league's been in a year that it's been kind of a grind for us to try to piece some things together. They've usually responded in a big time way.
Frank played 42 minutes and just did a ton of things for you late. He's just in great shape.
Yeah, he's in great shape. But you know what? West Virginia shot the ball better tonight than they have been shooting it. At least early on. I mean, they really shot the ball well with range early on. But guys, they scored 19 points second half, and so when you can't score and you're labeling yourself, the only way you have a chance is to make sure the other team doesn't. And I thought our defense the second half was probably about as good as it's been in a long time.
When it gets to this point in the season, you usually talk about winning a game when you're not at your best. Does winning it like this late in the season show you something more about what this team can do going forward?
Not really, because we've become pretty good at winning. We're not our best, to be honest with you. We haven't been our best in a while. It seems like where things just clicked, and so we're a team that's got to piece it together. I mean, we know that, and which is fine. I mean, we went to the national championship game, and in the Sweet 16, we made 3 shots outside of 1 foot. I mean, we're used to doing this, and so I mean, I like our guys. I like how they responded. I like how they didn't lay down. I liked how they kept fighting, and certainly our crowd had a lot to do with that as well.
Bill, is Perry going to be able to play Saturday?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not the doctor, but the MRI was very positive. He's got a sprained knee. He's an MRI, but you know, with so many things going on, I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, we're going to try to get him back for practice Friday so he can play Saturday. I don't think that's realistic. And the doctors told me that it was realistic that he could get back next week, but they thought it could be pushing it. So I don't even know if we'll even try to push the envelope on that at all. So,
You mean for the Big 12 tournament?
no, for Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. We're hopeful for the Big 12 tournament he'd be ready to go. So I'm not saying he won't play Saturday, but I think the likelihood of that happening is very good.
Well, you said you guys found a way to piece it together, I think you said. But you're down 18, you're going to go 0 for 15 from 3-point. You're going to get out rebounded by 12, I think.
Yeah, but
How do you win?
Well, really, we got out rebounded so bad the first half that we were much better on the glass the second half. I mean, first half, they had 14 offensive rebounds and we had 9 total. I mean, it was a beatdown.
They had more offensive than defensive rebounds.
Yeah, it was a beatdown. And second half, we actually did a much better job rebounding the ball. So, they still out rebounded us by 12, but you know we've actually rebounded the ball really well the last couple of games too, against Texas and against K-State. But we did tonight, and they're the scrappiest team in America. There's nobody that plays harder or scrappier than those guys. So, you know, you look at it. Frank wasn't great early. Wayne wasn't great. Wayne had 4 turnovers or whatever in the first 5 minutes, and you know, Kelly wasn't great early. I mean, it was a joke that how poorly we were playing, and then you get down 18 in the first half, and but for whatever reason, the crowd has so much to do with it. The guys made some plays, individuals made some plays, and then we just drove. We just said, just drive it. Same thing we did against Texas. Just drive it and try to get to the free throw line. We did a great job of that.
Jamari did a bunch in the second half and in overtime.
Yeah, Jamari's the best player in the game for us today, without question. He looked like the old Jamari. You know, he's been laboring for a month or so, but he had energy and he made some great athletic plays. I mean, look at our team. We got 8 offensive rebounds and he gets 6 of them. And then he made some plays in the second half that were very athletic. I thought he played great. I thought Hunter played great, and I thought Landon played great. I mean, we just kind of pieced it together, but those guys all stepped up and played really, really big. When considering your 2 starters weren't in, you know, didn't really give you anything because Perry got hurt and Cliff is not eligible to play yet.
How hard did you work tonight, Chris?
I'm tired. I didn't, you know, I'm tired. I was. It was pretty emotional game because there was so many ebbs and flows, and I think senior night, you know, and you want to win it outright and all those things. I think that kind of combined, and plus, you know, at my age, you know, starting a game at 8 o'clock is also kind of late too. So, but I'm worn out. I think all our coaches are.
Rank.
Personal level, was winning 11th straight Big 12 title still as special as it was the first time?
First time we won the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know, I think you should win when you have really good players. I mean, I do, and we've been blessed with really good players, but we've had so many things that have happened, whether it be guys leave early or you know, last year you knew Wiggs would leave, but you didn't know before the season Joe would be a one and done and go 3 in the draft and all those things. And so you kind of plan based on looking down the road a little bit, and we really haven't had the luxury to do that. I mean, the thing that's most impressive, we won the league the following year where our team doesn't even resemble the prior year. And to me, that's what's cool. It's the guys, you know, faces change, but expectations don't. And that's a reflection of our players and the mindset and the culture. And so I'm real happy for them. They showed some toughness to do it this year. They really did. Probably as much as any team we've ever had.
I think you told the fans, I didn't hear it all, the most fun you've had tonight?
No, it wasn't much fun. It sucked for 30 minutes.
How would you rank
No,
this?
I would say that's as good a win as we've ever had here, but I kind of forgot about the Missouri. But we haven't had a better win here for higher stakes than what that was. And, you know, as a coach, you know, when you have good players and you play well, you should win. I think it's always means a little bit more when things just don't, you can't get anything going, and somehow the kids figure out a way to do it. So it was pretty special for me to sit there and watch those guys kind of pull it off. Hey, we didn't even tackle. We couldn't tackle 1-3-1 zone. We couldn't tackle 1-1-3 zone. We didn't do anything. that I thought you looked like a really good basketball team, but still they found a way to do it.
Winning 30-plus on senior night, you talked about what goes into that. I mean, how special is that, too, for Kansas to do that?
To win.
30-plus senior night games.
And have we done that in a row?
31, 32.
Well,
for
we were almost the asterisk. But you know that's a remarkable streak, and it's also a remarkable streak that I think it's like 24 years in a row that you start the league with the win. And that's probably jinxing us last. So there's some great streaks around this place, and that happened well way before we got here. But senior night here is different than a lot of places, and even though Christian didn't play, and they probably didn't have the same emotion, and maybe when Danny was a senior and all that stuff, it's still a special night, and our fans make it that way.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thanks, guys. Thank you.